Who's first? Come on, someone. Gareth, how
does it feel, Aaron? Obviously, you know, you put your stones out there and you said, you know, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
It obviously takes something to do it. It was only your fourth fight. It's a bigger crowd every time, a bigger occasion. You got under Ash's skin. You know, do you feel like you proved something tonight?
Do you know what it is? All I can say is I train hard. I train as hard as anyone. Just because I come from Georgie Shore doesn't mean that I don't train and I'm not a good fighter. I train as hard as any of the guys in my gym, from UFC all the way down to the lower level. We've got a cracking gym, and as you can see, hard work paid off. Took a full knee to the face and got up and soldiered on.
Well.
Yeah.
And the other thing I'd ask is, I was on the desk with Chael, and I said, you know, him and CM Punk will be. You've mentioned it before.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's in another organisation.
Yeah.
But Chael said, oh no, CM Punk would destroy him.
Do you know what it is? Well, if that's what they think, let's get it on then. Let's get it on. Hopefully, CM Punk's improved from his last performance, because it wasn't up to much, but he's been out a year and a half, so hopefully he's doing what I'm doing, just keeping his head down, working hard, and who knows what the future holds. It's a fight I would love to have, but I'm a Bellator fighter, so we'll see who comes up next.
Aaron, some of the criticism that CM Punk got was he went straight into a massive promotion.
Yep.
What people wanted him to have done, and what you've done, is work the regional circuit first. Work your way up to a big show.
Brock Lesnar didn't work his way up, and he was a UFC champion.
That's true.
So it's people see it when it suits. So it's okay for Brock Lesnar to go straight to the top, but it's not okay for CM Punk. So it is what it is. People, it's pathetic, to be honest. It's pathetic. Like, I was given an opportunity and I took it, and 4 first-round finishes. Fair enough. The other 3 fighters were debutants. I've only been training a year. People want us to fight 10-0s. No one will be happy till I get beat. That's it. Simple fact. If I beat a 10-0, people would still say it was a fix. So I can't win. So that's why I don't really give a shit what people say. Head down, training. I'm gonna have 2 weeks off, and I'll be back in camp, and I'll be ready to go when Bellator tells me next fighters.
You mentioned the knee. How much did that actually hurt, and how did you catch it on the counter instinctually, or was it?
It's funny because twice, my last fight I got clipped, and it woke us up. This time I got clipped, and do you know this? Everyone, like, people say I can't take a shot. I take shots every day in training. I've been dropped in training, so we go hard or go home. And I took that shot, and like I say, he woke us up, and he woke the animal up, and bang! Next thing you know, he's on his arse, and he got choked out.
Aaron, you've had 4 finishes now.
Yeah.
You know, what is that feeling like when you get that finish, and how does that compare, I guess, to some of the amazing times you probably would have had doing other things?
Do you know, like, you can't even describe it. You can't describe it. When 12 weeks of hard training, getting constantly put on my back, new opponent every round, and some days you just think, what am I doing? But when you get that win, it makes everything worthwhile.
There's been a lot of back and forth in the build-up to the fight, and I could see at the end that you were trying to show him a little bit of respect. One of the things that he said in the build-up was that he would quit because he'd no longer be able to show his face on the street.
Looks like he's going into hibernation then, doesn't it?
I was about to say, do you feel that is there a sense of kind of like sorrow for him, or could you not?
Do you know it's a fight game. If he had done that to me, would he be like remorseful? No, he would be shouting his mouth off standing here, saying, I fucking told you I was going to do it. So in the build-up, I kept quite quiet. I let him shout his mouth off, because I knew I was comfortable in my training camp. I knew what I could do. As soon as I put one on his chin, it stiffened him up, and then I just jumped on top of him.
And one of the things that you've said consistently is where you want to be heading next. Is Baby Slice definitely one which you'll be pursuing and pursuing with vigour for your next opponent?
Do you know what it is? I don't pick the fights. I don't pick the fights. Scott Coker picks the fights. I'm a Bellator fighter now, so whatever path he chooses, whether that be Baby Slice, whether that be an English fighter, American fighter, I just say yes. I don't say yes or no. I don't say oh, I want him or I want this. I've got my eyes set on Baby Slice, but if Scott said, right, you're fighting this kid, then that's who I'm fighting.
Aaron, you said a few times during the course of this 5 minutes that you're a Bellator fighter. You're very specific about that. Bam earlier today tweeted out a picture of you saying good luck to all of the Bama fighters competing on
all of the former Bama fighters.
So that is official now. You're no longer.
Yeah, I'm a Bellator fighter now, going forward. And like I say, I appreciate Bama for everything they've done, but Bellator, big organisation, and you've got to grab everything with both hands, and that's exactly what I've done. And once again, proved tonight that I'm not just some kid off Georgie Shore that gets pissed.
Well, one of the things you're doing, which is pioneering, obviously, we haven't seen it before, is MTV are showing this event, and certainly your fight on Monday, I think it is.
Okay.
What about taking yourself over to America for a fight at some point?
Well, that's always the dream, isn't it? Like, America's, it's the biggest. Like, some of the stages over there are amazing. But I'm just keeping my feet on the ground. Whether if the next fight's in England or Ireland or wherever they tell me I'm fighting, then that's where I'll be. But the plan is to go as far as I can possibly go, and that obviously is in America. And like I say, I'm 31 tomorrow. Still got a good 5, 6, 7 years ahead of us, and I'm enjoying every minute of it. So I'll keep cracking on.
Do you think Bellator are happy to be in the Aaron Chalmers business?
I hope so. Like I say, another first round finish, so it couldn't have went any better. Every time I step out there, I think, fucking hell, another first round finish. But like I say, I don't go in there to mess around. I don't go in there. If I see a shot, then I'm going to take it. Like some people are saying in the build-up, oh, do you want to go second or third? No, I don't. I want to fucking get the job done and then go have a piss up for my birthday, and then that's what I'm going to do. And you are holding us up.
What are you doing?
When do you see the tipping point of the headlines from going Aaron Chalmers reality television star to Aaron Chalmers mixed martial artist? Do you see that coming very soon?
It depends. I'll never be fully accepted as an MMA fighter. Maybe because I jumped the gun. I did jump the gun, but like you say, it's a business. Is another fighter going to be on MTV? Are MTV going to show his fight? No. Are MTV or is another fighter going to put 6,000 people in the seats in Newcastle? No. So, like I say, I'll never be a fully fledged MMA fighter in certain people's eyes, but in the cage I am a fighter, and everyone that steps in front of us has been finished and finished quick.
Aaron, you said that Scott Coker makes all the fight decisions.
Yep.
But based on that performance now on the Bellator stage, do you feel as though you've earned the right to headline a Bellator event?
Nah, definitely not. It's only my first fight. I'm only 4 fights in. I'm only 4 fights into my whole career. I've trained a year, not even a year if I break it down my camps, because out of camp I was on Georgie Shore. So I probably trained about 8 months in total. So I would like to see how far and how good I'm going to be when I get a good 2 or 3 years of solid training.
And when you had the guillotine wrapped around, it looked as though it went out very quick. You must have had some squeezing. Was that something you can attribute to the new gym where you've been training?
As soon as I got my phone back, Tom Breeze and that, he was like, because we've been drilling everything. We drill every day. But as soon as it was locked on, there was no way I was letting go. I was literally going to pull his head off, and he just went all in. So.
Aaron, you mentioned how hard you've been fighting. Is there one element of your game you haven't really been able to showcase yet because of all the first round finishes that you're looking forward to kind of maybe showcasing in the future?
Do you know what it is? I work so hard on my Muay Thai. It's my favourite thing, and I've never even threw a kick in a fight. I haven't threw one kick, so it's going to be interesting. Like, my Muay Thai is really good. My kicks, my knees, my elbows, but I've never had a chance to use them. So, like I say, back to the drawing board, back to the gym, and I'll keep grafting away.
Aaron, how are you keeping yourself in the middle here? How are you keeping yourself level-headed after registering 4 impressive first-round stoppage victories?
You've got to keep your feet on the ground. You know what I mean? I'm not going to start walking around fucking like saying I'm the best, and because I'm certainly not. I'm far from it. I'm a lad that's a year into his career that has stopped 4 people. But keep your feet on the ground, and like I've said, just take everything that comes to us. So take my next fight and. I'm just going to keep working. That's all I can really see. I'm going to keep working hard and hopefully keep improving and keep knocking people out.
Aaron,
yes?
This is the biggest fight card that you've been on.
Yep.
And every fight that you've been at, your kind of fellow Geordie Shore castmates being there to support you. How has that been, and how was it tonight?
Do you know, it's nice to have support. Obviously, the followers everywhere. So, like I say, I've got a good close group of friends and family that will literally travel anywhere. So I think that's all you need in life. I don't need fake people. I just want a good close friends and family, and if they support us and want us to do well, and that's exactly what I'm doing.
One more question, yes.
And you say that you're going to take 2 weeks off and get right back to the gym. Do you have a timetable for when you'd like to fight again?
Was it looking? I think we're looking at October, which is a good stint. So, like I say, I'm going to have 2 weeks off, enjoy my cheesecake, and yeah, I think October. Going to try and move down to 70, but we'll see what comes up. But yeah, we're going to look at October, whether that be welterweight or lightweight. We'll see what happens. Thanks very much. Is there any more? Can I get one more?
No, sorry.
Because I've missed quite a few.
Yeah, as you say that you're turning 31 soon, but obviously you're new to the sport. Is it safe to assume that you're not in your physical peak yet, and that could well come?
Do you know, when I first started, like obviously I started 29, just before my birthday last year. And when I first started, I was aches and pains, and I was thinking, fucking, I'm too old for this. But obviously, as I get better, like it's all the aches and pains are going. And looking at other UFC fighters, Bellator fighters, Cage Warriors, BAMMA, people are hitting peaks 35, 36, 37. So I look at that now and think, I've got a long way to go. And if I keep improving like I am, then who knows what the future holds.
Aaron, you talk about trying to shed the tag of Aaron Chalmers, reality star.
The thing is, I'm not asked about shedding it, because if it wasn't for reality star name tag, then I wouldn't be standing right here right now. Yeah. So, like people will say, oh, do you want to be this? At the end of the day, reality is what made us, and now I'm transitioning to MMA. So whether I'm Aaron, the MMA fighter, or Aaron, the Georgie Shore, it doesn't really bother us, that little name tag.
The question is more of, you can obviously build off that. In this part of the world where you are a name, you are known, you are selling tickets in arenas. So if Bellator come back to the UK, it makes sense for you to be on those cards to build you. But for you personally, growing as a mixed martial artist, how much more important is it to you to perhaps broaden the horizons, get over to America, where perhaps you won't get that same push because of the reality TV background, and you'll be viewed perhaps a little bit more just as a martial artist? Like I say,
if Bellator wants to fight in America next fight, I'll snap the hand off. Anywhere they tell me to fight, I'll fight. England, anywhere. So America's the plan, and that's what I'm going to be aiming for. And I set my heart. I mean, I kind of pushed the Bellator fight, because last fight I asked baby size. Next fight I'm on Bellator, so I'm pushing my way through, and I will get to America, and I promise you that. Can I enjoy my birthday now? Yes. That's my fucking mother. Thanks very much, everyone. Thank you.